Our next speaker, Linda Schoonover, Breaking Out for the Best of Your Life. Breaking Out for the Best of Your Life, Linda Schoonover.
Are you leading the life you were born to live? Or are you stuck underneath a hard shell that keeps you in the dark about who you really are and blocks your vision of your life's purpose? Is that shell made up of your excuses, your circumstances, or your fears? If so, you may be experiencing the eggshell dilemma. Good afternoon. I'm contest master, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guest. Did you know that before baby chicks are hatched, they have their eyes closed? They have no idea about the shell that completely encases them. And that shell can either be a new life for them, or it can mean their death. Breaking out of a shell for a baby chick creates insurmountable problems. If they wait and they take too long to break out of their shell, they suffocate and die because there's a lack of oxygen in the shell. Sometimes someone will break the shell open for them. And when that happens, they're born prematurely, so they're underdeveloped and they die. Others never even begin the daunting task of breaking out of the shell. And so it is with us. What does your shell look like? Does it look like a health concern? Maybe it's rising debt. Or maybe it's that ageless excuse, I just don't have time. And what do when we find ourselves confronted with those insurmountable struggles? Well, we often close our eyes, we shrug, and we say, well, I guess I was never meant to be a speaker, an entrepreneur, or a writer. Sometimes we procrastinate, and we let all the opportunities in our life pass us by. We become so engrossed, enamored by our material comforts that we never think about breaking out of our shell. Sometimes we get up the courage and we poke a little hole in our shell and we look out. And we become so paralyzed by fear, we stop. Well, what if I fail? What if no one likes me? What if I file bankruptcy? And we scurry back into our shell with a tidal wave of what ifs. Just like sandpipers on a beach, we scurry away from the approaching tide. Chickens weren't made for easy buttons, and neither were we. Our country was formed by explorers, innovators, entrepreneurs, ordinary people like you and I, who refused to let fear and excuses and circumstances stop their pursuit into the unknown, into the worlds beyond themselves. When the passengers on the Mayflower stepped on that boat, they had no idea if the Mayflower would actually make it from England to the New World. They had no idea about the dangers that they would face when they landed on Plymouth Rock. And when Neil Armstrong took that first step on the moon, he had no idea if the lunar orbiter would actually have enough energy to lift off from the lunar surface, reconnect with the spacecraft, and then have enough energy to make it back to the Earth's orbit. We're here today because of explorers, innovators, entrepreneurs who took the risk to step outside of their comfort zone. Ordinary men and women who refused to let their fears stand in their way. What do we do? What do we do about taking a chance and risking it? Stepping out of our shell. Our world is depending on each one one of you to find out how you and your gifts incorporate into this world. Without that, without you taking a chance, our world will die. And if you don't take that chance, we all miss out. Helen Keller said, "I am so thankful for my handicaps, for through them I have learned and discovered myself, my work, and my God." It is only when we step across our obstacles that we really discover our passion and our purpose. It's only then that we realize that this shell connects us to our past and yet opens the door to our future. Is there a hard shell that's keeping you from seeking the purpose of your life? Does that shell keep you from seeing beyond your present circumstances? If so, open your eyes. Grasp the circumstances right in front of you. And then begin to peck at that shell until there's no other use for it other than as a perch from which you can look at the world that awaits you. Break out of your shell now for the rest and the best